verses 6 to 7. We're still on page 193. God's messenger said, a believer's vision is a 46th part of prophecy. That pertains to prophecy cannot be false. He held that visions were of three types: ideas which come from within, terrifying dreams caused by the devil, and good news from God. So when one sees anything he dislikes, he should not tell it to anyone, but should get up and pray. And this is from Hadith of Bukhari and Muslim. This is from Islam. The vision flutters over a man as long as it is not interpreted. But when it is interpreted, it settles. Tell it only to one who loves him or one who has judgment. This again from the Hadith of Abu Dawood from the Islam. From the Bible, Pharaoh said to Joseph, I have a dream, and there is no one who can interpret it. And I have heard it again of you, that when you hear a dream, you can interpret it. Joseph answered the Pharaoh, it is not in me. God will give Pharaoh a favorable answer. Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, behold, in my dream I was standing on the banks of the Nile, and 7 cows, fat and sleek, came out of the Nile and fed in the reed grass. And 7 other cows come up after them, poor and very quaint, gaunt and thin, such as I never seen in all the land of Egypt. And the thin and gaunt cows ate up the first 7 fat cows. But when they had eaten them, no one would have known that they have eaten them, for they are still as gaunt as at the beginning. Then I awoke. I also saw in my dream 7 ears growing on one stalk, full and good, and 7 ears withered, thin and blighted by the east wind, sprouted after them, and the thin ears swallowed up the 7 good ears. And I told it to the magicians, but there was no one who could explain it to me. Then Joseph said to Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. God has revealed to Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good cows are 7 years, and the 7 good ears are 7 years. The dream is one. The 7 lean and gaunt cows that came up after them are 7 years, and the 7 empty ears blighted by the east wind are also 7 years of famine. It is, as I told Pharaoh, God has shown to Pharaoh what he is about to do. There will come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt, but after them there will arise 7 years of famine, and all the plenty will be forgotten in the land of Egypt. The famine will continue or will consume the land, and the plenty will be unknown in the land by reason of that famine which will follow, for it will be very grievous. And the doubling of Pharaoh's dream means that the thing is fixed by God, and God will surely bring it to pass. And this is from Genesis chapter 41, verses 15 to 32. And now, the teachings of Son Myung Moon. Dreams are one means that God uses to reveal Himself. Hence, dreams may give important revelations. Some dreams are correct and come true. Because of the human fall, we belong to the satanic lineage or bloodline. As we move about, that satanic blood circulates through our bodies. It stirs up like muddy water in a glass tube. However, when we sleep, the body is at rest. The blood circulation slows. It can be completed or compared to the settlement or the sediment settling to the bottom of the tube, and clear water rises to the top. Then our original clear mind can be touched by heaven. This is why revelations usually come through dreams. At that time, God may teach us using images and symbols. How do you distinguish whether a particular dream is just a random dream? A revelation from God or an image from Satan? Satanic dreams do not have a clear picture, direction, or central theme. They are jumbled. When you get up, you easily forget them. In contrast, a heavenly dream is coherent and contains a clear theme. It often continues a message from one dream to the next. If you have consistent dreams 3 nights in a row, then you should recognize it as a revelation from God. A heavenly dream will be so clear in your mind that you will recall it vividly when you wake up. You do not forget it, because God and human beings are meant to be united for eternity. On the other hand, satanic dreams are quickly forgotten because any relationship with Satan is temporary. They do not sway those of you who remain in constant contact with the good spirit world, because you have experienced heavenly dreams and know how to recognize them. Still, you are beset by nightmares and temptations from Satan's world. Psychologists call them manifestations of the subconscious. Still, they are easily forgotten. They are not like dreams from God, which are vivid, unexpected, and unforgettable. And this is from a speech in February 2, 1975. First, you have a premonition, amnesia. For instance, while casually walking down the street, you see a sitting bird on a wall of a house suddenly fly away in front of you. You sense something unusual. It is an indirect hint that something special is about to happen. The next stage is to have unusual dreams, mungshi. They are not like the dreams you normally have in a deep sleep. St. Paul experienced the third heaven in a dreamlike state. Never let such an experience slip by. You should instead put it all together and analyze it from a scientific perspective, seeking to understand its meaning for you. when it can speak to you about what direction you should take, you will definitely see a result. These unforgettable dreams are 100% accurate. Have such experiences in your life. We're now on page 195. If you teach that level, what will happen next? Will reach that level. You will receive a revelation, yishi, or direction, jishi. Revelations require interpretation by directions, but directions do not. That is the difference between the two. God can teach you through a voice or a vision. You may have a vision of a pair of deer drinking water at a brook and looking at a distant mountain on a beautiful spring day. This is a very good sign that something good might happen. Soon after you have the vision, a corresponding event will occur. It is never a coincidence. Through this, God is cultivating the field of your heart. Beyond the stage of revelations, you will reach the stage of trance, mukshi. A trance is like traveling to the spirit world and experience its wonders. When you can connect to that world, you can even arrive to the realm of God's feelings. Treasure all those experiences and apply their lessons to your life. Your life of faith is precious, and you should cultivate. Finally, you reach the point where you can experience the great resultant world of God in your life. At this stage, God's instructions will be in your mind. You try to take pleasantries to someone, but you cannot speak. You want to say a few words of encouragement, but instead you utter a reproach. When such incomprehensible phenomena take place, you must learn to control the situation. Otherwise, people might think you are insane. And this is from a speech on February 2, 1975. And we have a new topic, the passage beyond. I think we still have a few more minutes. Reverend Ezra, maybe you can read. What, 4 or 5 minutes?
And we read page 195, the passage beyond. At the moment of death, the passage into the next life is nearly impenetrable, is a nearly impenetrable mystery. Published accounts of near-death experiences by people who have been resuscitated from clinical death may give a clue. They report passing through a tunnel into another world, meeting a being of light, and feeling great warmth and accepting love. While these people did not, by definition, die, they may have experienced the first stage of the passage. Who can know how it ends? What can be known with some certainty is that there is survival after death. In fact, many people who die do not at first realize that they are dead. They as they continue to experience themselves as conscious, sentient beings, I repeat this, what can be known with some certainty is that there is a survival after death. In fact, many people who die do not at first realize they are dead, as they continue to experience themselves as conscious, sentient beings. Physical death is but a transition to a higher stage of existence. It is the putting on of a new body, like the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly. Father Moon calls it the second birth, by analogy to the birth of an infant who must leave the comfortable womb of the comfortable world of the womb. As the womb nourishes the fetus until birth, when it is destroyed and the baby leaves it for life on earth, the physical body nourishes the soul until death. Then, when it expires and the soul departs for life in the spirit world. Hence, there are 3 stages in life: in the water world of the womb, in the air world of earthly existence, and in the spirit world where we breathe an atmosphere of love. Therefore, death is not something to be feared. On the other side, it is celebrated as the soul's birthday. The chief issue is whether we are adequately prepared our soul with the spiritual faculties to exist comfortably in that world. There, nothing matters but one's ability to love. We read as subtopic 1, the second death. For this perishable nature must put on imperishable, and this mortal nature must put on immortality. When the perishable puts on the imperishable, and the mortal puts on immortality, then shall come to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy victory? O death, where is thy sting? 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 53 to 55. Let's see. Oh, it's already 5:31. We've just turned to page 196, and we have a long reading from all the other world scriptures. I think it's better maybe we stop here and continue tomorrow from page 196 at the top. We've just read an introduction in regard to the passage beyond. We had read about dreams from page 192, and True Father has explained a few things about how we dream. And every now and then in our family community here in Washington, D.C., a number of our members keep saying they received a dream. I'm not a dreamer myself. I don't dream much. But I appreciate those who dream, and sometimes they dream something very, very relevant to something that is very providential and happening soon or has just happened. And we come to see there is God is communicating to our own members right here. Reverend Oliver is one of them. He always says something very, very relevant to what is happening. Like one time he dreamt that he saw from here like 4 fields of diamonds, something like that. 4 blocks of diamonds, something like that. Like a good fortune is coming. And we believe that, through such a dream, God is revealing something that is coming, something good that is coming. Because of such dreams, we can begin to see when Reverend Jenkins came here to give the sermon, he said we can begin to work and restore this church and the building, make it better, and we can start to see that these dreams begin to become substantialized in a certain way. So God is still communicating to us right here. My wife is another dreamer and they share the same birthday with Reverend Oliver. Probably people in this month of October are the specialists in dreaming. And we've read about Joseph in the Bible, who was a dreamer, and we know in his lifetime all his dreams were fulfilled. And there is all the story, the most wonderful story of his lifetime, how he went into, even if he went into slavery himself, his brothers followed him and bowed to him the way he had dreamt and told his brothers when he was a young man. And his fathers bowed to him and all that, and that's what they were interpreting the dreams. That does it mean that we shall, your father and your mother and your brothers, we shall bow to you? What kind of dream is this? So dreams, through dreams, we get communication from God, and sometimes even people get bad dreams. So sometimes we know we can get dreams from the evil spirit world also. So we better be careful in discerning what kind of dreams we receive. That's what I would share this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reverend Ezra. So is there anybody who wants to share? Yes? Good morning, Dianne.
Continuously remarkable that Father shares such detail for every part of our life and our individual life. We continue to learn and understand more and more deeply the details of His knowledge for our lives. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dianne. So we learned today that there are like several stages, like 4 stages of dreams, and from Father the premonition, Amshi, and then the next is unusual dreams, Mungshi, and you will receive also a revelation, Gishi, or a direction, Jishi, and of course the last one here is Mukshi. You're like in a trance-like state. You can travel into the spiritual world. So there are many members who dream, who have directions when they pray for ways to witness or even, generate some funds or for the church. There's one sister was the wife of the former continental leader of American Asia, Mrs. Kim. She prayed so hard that, how can she support her family and also witness, children around the neighborhood. And in the dream, Father instructed her how to play the piano. She never played the piano, but there's a piano that was also brought to the center. And I think it's only one night, and the next day she played already the piano. And with this way, she invited the children around the neighborhood, and they can be taught about playing the piano. And the children showed it to their parents that they can play the piano. They teach, it was taught by her. The parents pay her money, and that's how a powerful, prayer and dream can be. You can be taught piano in one night. I think that is remarkable, because no one can learn just one night. It takes ages sometimes to learn the piano. For me, I took it in 1 year when I was 7 years old, and I forgot already even to read the notes. I'm struggling. Even I tried to learn it again from one teacher, then I forgot it all over again. So I play by ear. So that's how, one example of a dream is. And premonition too. So many people knows about, they have their dreams that what will happen. So even from the Titanic, there was a book written about a ship that will sink, somewhere in the northern part of the world. And it came from a dream. And they even wrote a book about it. And many people also have warnings about what will happen. But some people did not take heed. They were warned already. From Ireland, there were dreams already of people of traveling to the United States, and then they have dreams.
Yeah.
So many others have premonition. And we read also that it's connected to always God, because of the settling of the bottom of, like in a tube, our blood circulates during nighttime, and it settles down, and as clear water rises up to the top, that's why we dream and we connect with God, and God may teach us using images and symbols. So sometimes I think the symbols and images are meant for us not to be shocked by what we see, so that it gives us time to interpret it, and when the time comes, we know what it is. So that's like, Joseph, and the Pharaoh, and then about his dream about his brothers bowing to him. So Joseph the dreamer in the Bible. So any other reflections or inspirations about our reading today? Dreams and the passage beyond. So if there's none, let's all rise and have unison prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parents, we're so thankful for this reading today. We pray that as other religions have really shared about what dreams are, we pray that we can learn from our true parents about many things about dreams, and we pray that we can always connect with you through our dreams and through the love that we receive from you, and also for the prayers that we yearn for, and it gets fulfilled through dreams. And we pray, our Heavenly Parents, that most of our members will dream things that they can really use to bring more and more of your children who is lost for 6,000 years. And we pray that we can really bring them back to your bosom. We pray that we can also invite our friends and relatives and housemates and office mates to your presence. We pray that you use us as your instruments, always to bring peace and harmony. And we pray for the success of everyone here who is connecting to our church, and these Hoon Dok and the people who are watching this playback. We pray, Father, that we can really do many things under your name, and we pray that we can teach the divine principles to those who have already came here in our cultural nights, international cultural nights, and to our brothers and sisters who have brought many people here in this church and to their homes and to their life. We pray that we can take care of all these people, our Heavenly Parents. We pray for Donkey and many others who came here to attend divine principle workshops 1 day and even 2 days, and we pray that they can continue on until their blessing. And we pray for each other's lives in witnessing, in also raising many things for your will, our Heavenly Parents. And we pray all of this in all our names and in my name. Athanasius Francis, Catalan, blessed of family, Arju, Arju, Arju. Urias sonen sonil, Numeros sonen sonil, Imon sambachos soton, Inara heaven and earth and humankind. Good morning to the true children,
Good morning.
true grandchildren, even our blessed children. Good morning, all brothers and sisters. Good morning. Have a great Monday.
Yes.
Good morning, Reverend Oliver. Have a great, wonderful day. Bye.
Thank you also. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome, Diane.
Thank you. Have a
Yeah.
wonderful day.
Yes.
Yes, thank
welcome.
you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Brother Ezra. God bless.
Oh, God
Yes.
bless you, Reverend
Okay.
Oliver. Thank you.